Check, 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 check. All right. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna be playing Ogre today and talking about some different stuff. Just gotta wait for that game though. Kind of forgot how to play this. I played it. Haven't played it in a while. All right. So this is kind of like a hexagonal chess game where each one of these there's like a different type of tank, and they have like different attack ranges and attack powers. And then you got the terrain, which has different properties too. And then like you got a certain amount of points, so like see how each one takes up a different amount of points. They also have like infantry. They kind of suck 'cause they get run over. Not really doing this in any special way. All these GEVs are good because they're like a hovercraft, so they get to go again. Better send the Space Marines. There are 3 vital broadcast centers in the sector. If the Ogres reach all 3 of them, they'll have unprecedented reach for their recruitment effort. Stop those Ogres from reaching the broadcast centers. Okay. So like the terrain, like you move different spaces. So like if you're on a road, you can move further than if you're on like rocky terrain, and then there's also jungle you get stuck in. Something tells me I'm gonna get mashed up. Yeah, it's kind of boring, but it's like actually it used to be a board game. I got the board game version too. So I don't even know. There's like a lot of stuff I could talk about. I'm not even sure what to talk about. I mean, earlier I was just thinking about, you know, what kind of happened with the MGTOW stuff. And for me personally, I would say like it really started when Vincent died, you know, because he was like one of very few people that actually kind of like talked to me. And, you know, I don't know if we were like friends, but I mean, we definitely, you know, traded health tips and, you know, he was like pretty much instrumental in getting me on Bitcoin, you know. So it kind of did affect me, you know. I can't even, you know, it's like we're sitting here and we're on the internet and stuff, and it kind of made me question like what we're doing, because it's like if he had to kind of, he was pretty much like alone. I know his dad was there and stuff, but you know, I just personally I felt pretty bad, you know. And Vincent was like a real cool guy, you know. Like when he was like on his freaking like deathbed, he was messaging me like personally to make sure like he wanted me to get on the Lightning network so that I can use Bitcoin like as like a currency. And I'm just like, this is insane. This guy is like a Superman or something, because he's in the hospital, you know, in like palliative care, and he's messaging me like, bro, I just want to make sure you got the Bitcoin. Like, I just want to make sure you got this. You know what I mean? Like, that's like a real G to me. Like, he could have been caring about a million other things. And he's just like messaging me, like, yo, bro, did you get the Bitcoin? He's like, make sure you got the Bitcoin. That's all I need to know. I just need to know that you got the Bitcoin. You got it sorted out. And, you know, I got on that Lightning network, and he just wanted, he was like, just send me $1 just so I know you got it. And so I sent him a buck and whatever, you know. And then, I mean, you got a lot of you guys were probably there, like on the live streams. I'm not even going to talk about that, but I just don't think people are prepared for that. You know, I wasn't mentally prepared for that. You know what I mean? Right? Just wasn't mentally prepared to basically like, you know, watch somebody go like that on a live stream. It's just, you know, you can tell kind of made me feel some type of way, you know. And then like pretty much shortly after that, no, not that long after that, you know, then Alan Watt passed away too, and that shocked me too, because it was like I actually sent him a donation that week, you know, because I'd been sending him donations here and there, and at that time I was still making only $300 a month in cash, you know. So I've been donating to a lot of people for the whole time, basically the whole time I've been on YouTube up until last year. I was making $300 in cash, right? And I was working off to pay for the car and stuff, which it's like a 1998 car, so take it as you will, you know. And so I worked for 5 years. I got the title to the car, you know, and I was making $300 a month, and I was, you know, sending money to everybody, you know. but specifically, whenever I would get paid, I would try to, send Alan, like $20, $30, whatever on PayPal. And then, that week, it was like he did the show on Sunday, and I sent him $20 on PayPal on like Wednesday, and I was waiting for the Sunday show to come out, and then I think it was Thomas Sheridan who made the announcement, and he was just like, he's not here anymore. And I was just like, bro, like, and then it made total sense, because you could see like his last like talks, he switched from like doing like 2 hour talks to like 6 hour talks. So obviously he knew. He didn't say anything to anybody. Again, just so humble. He was just like, just send me a few bucks, keep me ticking along. I'm like, bro, you're like 70 years old, you're shoveling snow off your roof in Canada. Like, where are the people to help you? Where's your crew? He's like one of the OG conspiracy theorists. Like, he had all that stuff in his head. He didn't need notes. He didn't need anything. He could do a 6 hour talk, all facts. And he's in a cabin in the woods shoveling snow off his roof at like 70 years old. And I'm just like, I can send you $20, man. That's all I can do. That's all I had at the time. And so, after that, I was just kind of like, whatever, bro. I was just like, whatever. So then, that's basically, what I've been doing, just making videos, working, like, and making donations to people and stuff. Like, close them up. So, like, I bought Jay Dyer's first book. I might get the second one eventually. For the first book's really good. If you like movies, and if you were born in like the 80s or even 90s, you'll probably recognize most of the movies that are in this book. And he just has like a great interpretation. Like he incorporates, ancient mythology and his own Christian theology into the interpretations of the movies. And it's a good book. You'll learn some new words. That's what I can say about that. I bought TFM's t-shirt. Yeah, I sent Halsey some Bitcoin on his birthday. Yeah. I sent another guy a couple $100, but he's a single dad. He's on his grind. I was just like, after I got a raise and whatever, then I was able to start sending more money. So, but by that point, nobody liked me, and nobody's commenting on my videos. And, my channel was just going downhill, and it was like, I'm obviously shadow banned because it was going up before, and then when the shadow banning happened, like I was there the first day when people were getting demonetized. I was like, oh, you got demonetized? Like Black Magic 363, like the first day he got demonetized, I was like hitting the Patreon. A couple other people too, like basically like the first day they got demonetized, I was like, and at that time I didn't have that much money, so if I could do $10 or send you a tip on PayPal or whatever, that was all I could really do at that time. So yeah, I mean, damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I mean, as far as my actual job, like, I work from home, and the fact is, I honestly I haven't left the house in about 10 years. The only place I go is to the store and, to work appointments, basically, like the hospital, medical appointments, stuff like that. And so I might have a little bit of cabin fever, maybe a little bit. I don't know though. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. So it's like that's pretty much what I do is just try to either work on music or research some topic or just chill, play games, whatever. Oh, this is the fire. Wait, look, come on. Still can't shoot that. It's been so long since I played this. What? I just blew up my own people? That doesn't seem like a good idea. But I mean, I just try to watch like everybody's content and stuff. Like I just want to know, what's going on. You know. So like, yeah. Like, I don't know. That's pretty much, what it is. You know. So I can see why, people might have thought I was like, a little off or whatever, but it's like, I'm just kind of a weird person anyway. There's just a lot of different videos and stuff, and like, especially like all these like economic collapse videos and stuff, and specifically the ones where it's like people are like, I make $100,000 a year and I'm completely broke and I can't survive, and I'm like, bro, if you're making $100,000 a year and you can't survive, I should be dead by now. But like, the mortgage here is only $600, and like, I've definitely come out of pocket for, rent, and just recently I bought a washing machine because the other one broke. Oh my god, it was horrible. Like usually when I do the laundry, like I'll just put it on at night, and then in the morning, I'll put it in the dryer. But I put it on at night, and it stayed on all night. And then the cheap Timu washcloths, they melted, and they melted in the washing machine. And then basically all the laundry was coated in like base. I mean, the only way I could describe it is like it was like lint with like super glue on it, and it just like completely coated everything in like lint, like super lint. So I had to get a new washer, and I just, and whenever something's necessary, I've like paid the property tax a couple years, and just whenever, bought some other big ticket items with my savings. And I'm still trying to save up to get the land, but I've just been researching it, and now I'm kind of in between getting the land, but I'm also looking at foreclosed homes too, like the real estate owned and bank owned foreclosed homes type of thing, and just saving up Bitcoin basically. What the F happened here? Now it's like super zoomed in. How do I do that? Hold on, let me look at that. So yeah, I mean, people are like wondering like how I'm actually surviving, and it's like, you know, I'm not here to ask people for money. I'm not gonna be like asking people for money, like send me money or anything like that. That's not that's not what I'm here for. I'm just, I just want to do some research and it just kind of like, I guess I just got kind of pissed off after like, if you donate money to somebody for like 10 years and it's obvious they know you have a channel. It's obvious they're like trolling you. It's like, you know, it's like I've been donating money to you for like 10 years almost. You can't like just stop by one time and just say like cool video, bro, or something like that. That, I'm not like, oh, send money, or give me a shout out. None of that, It's like, I have a channel. You're trolling me. I can tell you're trolling me. I'm not like stupid. I'm not that stupid. And then, you're just going to act like I don't exist, even though I'm like paying you money. And then it's like, that's it, really. I'm just like, come on. Like, stop trying to pretend like I don't exist, you know. Stop trying to act like I'm completely insane and what I'm saying is so out there and so outlandish. You've never heard anything like that before. Oh my God, this guy's using Nazi memes and he's saying that maybe like women shouldn't like just be able to run roughshod over men and do whatever they want. And maybe we should try to change the laws and make it more amicable for men. And maybe men would want to step up and get married or whatever. But no, I'm insane. I'm just an insane MGTOW guy that's like needs to be like kept away from because my ideas are so dangerous and like, get out of here. Like seriously, like, I'm just a regular guy. you know, just a regular guy. That's like what happened, and now we all know what happened. It was basically like the end result of feminism and like this crazy monopoly capitalism, like end stage monopoly capitalism or whatever. And look, no, don't do it. Oh, he's a communist. Oh, he's a communist. He said capitalism. He said something bad about capitalism. He's a communist. No, that's not what I'm saying. Obviously, there are good forms of capitalism and bad forms of capitalism. Like, it's just like everything else. And being anti-monopoly is a traditional American position. Like, I'm not insane. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have all these monopolies. Oh, well, you're a communist. Like, maybe we shouldn't have the government, like, spying on us going to the bath. Oh, you're a communist. Oh, what are you, a super anarchist? You want the state to go? Get out of here. Like, seriously. Everybody's on here joking. Everybody's on here saying some wild stuff. And then when I join in, it's like, oh no, you're really crazy. You're insane. Don't even like talk to me. Stay away from me. The algorithm doesn't like you. Yeah, exactly. But when you got demonetized, I was like there on day one, hitting the tip jar. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like the stuff you're saying is not crazy to most people either. Yeah. I was like, basically that was like my criteria. You know, I couldn't donate to everyone. So I was like, first of all, I was like, well, the best thing I can do with my money is improve my videos. So that's why I started using Premiere Pro. And that was costing $20 a month when I was making $300 a month, you know. Then I got a Patreon with like $40 going out on my Patreon every month. Plus, I'm sending people tips on PayPal and Cash App. Right? And people are like, bro, like, people are like, I don't even want to talk to you. Don't even talk to me. Stay away from me. Like, I had COVID or some shit. I'm like, damn, bro. I don't know my videos were that bad. Like, geez. You know, and then the numbers just kept going down and down and down. And I'm like, I'm shadow banned. I'm like, okay, you don't have to watch my videos. You don't have to subscribe to my channel, but at least stop saying that I suck. Like, that's all I was asking. Like, stop trolling me. Stop acting like I suck. I'm obviously shadow banned. It's obvious. I read the report already. It's on my channel. Right? You can see the report. It's a real thing. It's not some made up fantasy. Like, they're out here banning people, you know? And I was just at the point where they realized, you know, they were making martyrs basically, you know, like Rumble martyrs, Odyssey martyrs, you know, and people were, makes you look better. You get banned. So then they stopped doing it and they just started shadow banning everyone. So I can never be like, oh, look, I got banned. Come watch me now because I got the exclusive stuff that they don't want you to hear because I never got banned. I just got shadow banned. And then, you know, all the people come out of the woodwork. Oh, bro, you suck. You suck. Your channel sucks. Oh, get good. Get good. Bro, it's like you're still doing the thumbnail thing. Just the one picture thumbnail thing from like 2015. It's like, have you seen my videos? And I'm not even trying to be like an asshole about it. But it's just like, come on. Like, you're like, get good, get good, get good, get good, keep getting good. You're just joking. You're just trolling. Right? It's just like people saying not to buy Bitcoin. It's like, don't buy Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's probably still saying it. He's probably saying it right now. Oh, don't buy Bitcoin. It's going to zero. Bitcoin's going to zero. It's going to go to zero. Don't buy it. No, don't buy it. Don't buy it. No. Buy my t-shirt. Buy my butt plug dildo. Don't buy Bitcoin. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh because it's like, come on. For real? Don't buy Bitcoin, buy my butt plug? Bro. Bro. Get out of here. Seriously, get out of here. Like, I've pretty much been living off of Bitcoin. Like, proof. Like, Alex Jones coin, Bitcoin. You know, oh, it's going to zero. It's going to zero. Don't buy it. No. Don't buy it. No, don't buy it. Buy my butt plug. Yeah. There's nothing to say about that. There's nothing to say about that. You think I'm a troll? Like, that's real trolling. Don't buy Bitcoin. Anyone in 2025 that say don't buy Bitcoin, they're a troll. They are the ultimate troll. I'm sorry. No, it's going to zero. Uh, uh, uh. It is. It really is. It's at zero right now, I think. Oh, he's about to make a broadcast. He's probably gonna be like, "Don't buy Bitcoin. No, don't buy Bitcoin. No. Oh, they're buying Bitcoin. Oh no, they're getting money. No, no, no. Stop, stop. Don't buy it." Like, seriously. Like, literally, that was like my signal. That was my signal. He was like, "Oh, don't buy Bitcoin." I'm like, "Oh, it's time to buy. It's time to buy." It's time to buy. It's always time to buy Bitcoin, I think. Gotta get on the NAFTA superhighway. See, like, saying that, us conspiracy theorists, we used to think that too. We used to think that because there was basically this, there's three parts to the conspiracy. There was actually there was four parts because there was the Amero, there was the North American Union, and there was Esperanto, which was going to be a universal language that didn't have any verb conjugation. And of course, like the Internet of Things, like where the internet was going to be connected to everything. And we were thinking about this in like the early 90s. And so when Bitcoin came out in 2008, that's what we originally thought too. We were like, "Oh, this is the Amero. This is like the one world beast system thing." And everybody, it was like 70 cents then, and everybody was like, I don't think so. Like, we're not going for that. It sounds like either sounds like a scam or it sounds like this like beast system thing that everybody was thinking about. And so we're definitely behind the eight ball on that one. But after listening to Max Kaiser for a while, you kind of got to realizing that it wasn't that, and it was actually gonna help people. And for me personally, it has helped me. You know, like I said, I want to be able to get the Alex Jones coin, and like a bunch of other emergencies have come up where I've had to come out of pocket for stuff, and it helped. It just helped, you know. And like I had some Ethereum for a while too, but I sold it all and just put on Bitcoin. I had Doge too for a while, like right when Trump got elected the second time, because I was kind of thinking that you know the buzz around Elon and the whole Doge thing would kind of pump it up a little bit, but it didn't really do much. And then I got some Trump coin now, not a lot really, just like $20 worth. But I just wanted to see what I was gonna do. But like, yeah, I mean, if you're wondering, like, I'm certified for my job, completely certified. I got a 95 on my recertification. Like those other questions are not really stuff that I do. And I had to go down to the sheriff's office and get my criminal history check, so I'm good on that too. So, that's what I do. You know, I just do my job, buy Bitcoin, try to figure out how to get some land and stuff. Because like with the land, it just seems like you gotta be there. Like you gotta be at the place in the county, so you can go to the county register office and find out the survey stuff and all that stuff. So it's kind of putting my plans on hold a little bit, seeing as how I can't like leave the house or anything like that. So kind of, yeah. I mean, I guess I could get like an agent to do it, but I don't have like agent money like that. Be like hiring agents and stuff. Okay, I can actually shoot it this time. I'm gonna shoot out the gun first. Should I hit it? Yeah, I got that. Gun is gone. Like I said, I haven't played this in a long time. Like they got a board game version of it too, which I originally had gotten the board game version. Oh, I should probably tell you where to get it. You get it from SteveJacksonGames.com. He's the same guy that made the Illuminati game. The board game's really fun. Like if you have like kids or family members and stuff like that, because they have different types of terrain things, and then you can actually get different like kits to like change the terrain, and then they have like bigger like table sized terrain maps where like you could fill up like a whole table, and then it has like cardboard 3D like cardboard cutouts of the pieces, the different tanks and stuff. So like yeah, like and it's like it's a chess game, and like but it also involves you doing a lot of math, because like when you play the actual game, like how it works is there's basically like an attack ratio. Let me see if I can click on one of these. I guess not. There's like an attack ratio, like so. Say for instance, like see how this tank has like a 3 attack. So then like you compare the ratio of the tank attack to the the target that you're trying to attack, and then depending on the ratio, like you have to get like a 2-to-1 ratio. So it's like, say if this was like, if that's 3, then you have to roll at least a 6 to get 1 hit. And then if you get a 9, then you get two hits. You see what I'm saying? And so like each turn, like you actually have to do like sit there and do the math. I mean, there's like they have like a little card that like shows you the ratio, but you still have to like do the math and like figure out like, oh, this is 2, and then 3, a ratio of like 3 to 1, is 9, or if it's 3, then three threes is 9. Yeah, so so like it's an educational game. It's fun. It's like a big board game that like goes over the whole table. So like I'm saying, like if you got like kids, family members, friends, you want to get together and play like a game where it's like chess, but it also has the like RNG factor in it, where it's like you don't always get the hit. Sometimes you miss, and it's obviously, since it's got the hexagonal, it's a little bit more complicated than chess when you're talking about like movement and stuff. And plus, like Steve Jackson is an OG. And the Illuminati card game is definitely classic conspiracy, like in the pantheon. Like he's like one of the OG conspiracy guys, even though he's himself isn't a conspiracy theorist, but his work is pretty much invaluable to the conspiracy community, I would say. And, like, he's got a bunch of other games on there too. Games for kids, games for adults, old school like Dungeons and Dragons type like RPG games. What else? A bunch of merch and stuff like that. Oh, and he's got a video where Steve Jackson himself teaches you how to play Ogre on the channel, which is really cool. And some more Steve Jackson trivia. There's actually an American Dad episode based off of Steve Jackson. It's a one where there's like that the comic book convention, and then the comic that actually turns out that they were like spies or whatever. Like that's based off of like Steve Jackson's story, actually, because he was raided by the FBI because he knew so much about conspiracy theories that they thought that he was like a hacker or something. Like they thought he was like a hacker or something, or he was working with some other guy, and they like the FBI raided them because like they knew too much because they were reading all the conspiracy books. And the FBI was like, "How do you know all this?" Like, it's a true story. It's like you can look it up on his website. And then it's like you can look if you watch the American Dad episode. Can't remember what it was called, but if you watch American Dad, you know what I'm talking about. It's the one where they were like at the comic book convention, or whatever. This guy's gonna take down the tank. That's like way off the screen. So like I should go for the treads really, but I kind of messed this round up because I haven't played it in so long. So I'm just gonna try to take out the guns first. I don't even think he has enough juice to take that out. Oh, there we go. Oh, no effect. See, because his ratio is too low, so like, even if you get like 6, it's not gonna do anything. Alright, those are close enough. I might just have to restart this. See, like this gets crazy. Like when you're playing the actual board game, the amount of math and stuff you gotta do is a lot. That's what I was kind of playing. Basically, I would set it up. I would just use like half of the board, and then I would set up like howitzers on one side and do like kind of like a howitzer attack where I would basically put out just enough pieces where they were slightly less than the amount that you needed to like easily destroy the howitzers, and then just set up the howitzers on the other side of the board, and then try to get the howitzers before they blew me up, even though I was playing by myself. So it's kind of like one of those, when you play chess by yourself, it's not really as fun because you're kind of like finessing it a little bit. And this game you can actually play online with other people against other people. I'm not up to that level yet, but if you're like a genius or whatever, you can play with other people. There's some real hardcore players on there. see now I got a 3-to-1 ratio. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I should say, because before I moved out here, I was working like 3 jobs, and it was nuts. Like, I don't think I ever talked about this, but like maybe like a week after I left, right? Because my dad was letting me borrow his car or whatever, and it was really old. It was like I think it was like a '89 something, and like a week after I left, the car blew up. Like, I was driving that car to work on the highway, like every day. The car blew up, like a week after I left. The car blew up. Then the house next door to the house that I was living in burned to the ground. That's money. And then also the lady that I was chauffeuring, she passed away, like probably like a month after I left. So it was just like, if I hadn't left, it would have been like, that's what would have happened. I would have either blown up in the car or I would have got lit on fire in the house. They won. So, I'm very, like, I guess grateful, thankful to have this job now and not be like blown up or whatever. Let me try it one time. Yeah, that's pretty much like what I think people were wondering about. I think I'm not sure, but I think that's pretty much what people were wondering about. Yeah. Like, people were like acting like I was insane or something. I'm like, yeah, I got a little cabin fever. That is true. Hold on. Got some grape drink here. Homemade grape drink. Gotta send those Space Marines. It was like the plot of this, or I guess you can say the backstory of this, the world, as it were, is it's kind of very similar to Terminator, and I think he made this in like the '70s, where basically these are like supposed to be like cybernetic tanks that are partially driven by AI, and it's after a nuclear war. The only people that are left basically are soldiers, and they basically live in these tanks, and that's all they do is just going around and killing people, killing each other. Alright, these white tanks move faster, but they get blown up faster too. It's like that's just my thing. Like, I'm just like, like, if I'm donating money to you, and then you're like trolling me like hard, like trolling me hard. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? I'm already going MGTOW. I'm like, I'm not getting married. I'm not doing anything. I'm just like basically sitting in my room. I haven't even bought clothes in 10 years. Like, the only thing I bought one pair of sneakers for $20 when my old ones wore out, and I bought a couple packs of like boxers and socks. Like that's it. You know, I had like two pairs of khakis when I came out here and a pair of jeans. Still wearing them. You know, I had a bunch of shirts. I went to the thrift shop once when I came out here. Bought a couple polos and a couple hats and stuff like that. But besides, like beyond that, I haven't bought any clothes or anything like that in about 10 years. You know, like two pairs of sweatpants, and some boxers, and a pair of sneakers. That's it. You know. And it's like haven't had a day off in 10 years. Like I'm here every day working, doing the same stuff, plus all the yard work, you know, cooking, cook pretty much every meal, you know. Every once in a while do like a TV dinner or like they used to have those like the fake ribs, but then for some reason they stopped carrying the fake ribs. Like it's like they're like these bouquet, like they're basically like the McRib ribs. Oh man, they're not healthy for you, but they taste good. Like pretty much, you know, eat like hamburger like once or twice a month, and mostly either like chicken. I was I was cooking like pork loin like every like once a month. Like I'd get like 5 pound pork loin and just basically do like a quick pulled pork type of thing where I would just put it in a pan, put some tinfoil on top of it, dash of salt, and then put it in the oven for like 8 hours on like 270. I didn't put any sauce on it because that way, you can either put barbecue, you can just cut into pieces and like put some barbecue sauce on it, or put some yum yum sauce on it, or sometimes I'll just put soy sauce on it, or garlic and butter. Depends on because you don't want to just eat all barbecue sauce like the whole time. It gets boring. So that I make a lot of like McDonald's type of food, like what's it called, fish fillet sandwiches and freaking chicken patty sandwiches and stuff like that. I used to eat more French fries, but not anymore. I usually just eat like meat and frozen vegetables basically. So that's why the garden's so good, because it's like the only time where I'm not eating frozen vegetables basically. So like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure somebody's listening to this. They're like, "Oh, I hate you, man. I hate you." Like just for like no reason, just because I'm like talking. But it's like that's why going back to kind of like my original point with like Vincent and other people. It's like I just couldn't get behind the whole like, oh, MGTOW's racist and it's all racist white guy. I'm like, bro, Vincent was like on his like pretty much on his deathbed, and he's trying to help me personally. He knew I was black, and he was personally there like, yo, bro, I need to know that you got the Bitcoin. I want to make sure that you're good. So I'm just like, I can't get behind that. Like, I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. You know? Like, there's a lot of people in MGTOW I respect for what they have to say. And but that's just one thing I can't, because I just don't see the world that way. Like, it's like, Vention's a white dude. He helped me. What am I supposed to say? Oh, fuck Whitey. Like, while he's helping me. And then black people are here dissing the crap out of me. Come on, bro. Like, no. Like how am I supposed to prove that I'm not white when I'm on voice. Oh, you're white, man. You're white. You're a white guy. You're a white guy. You're white. You're white. I'm like, bro, my mom's from Brooklyn. You're a white guy. You're a white guy. White. And I'm like, well, actually, why is being white an insult? Like, why is that like an insult? Like, seriously. Like, come on. Like, you're white. The only reason why I react like that is because in every other instance, that was followed by me being attacked by people. Oh, you sound white, bro. Oh, you sound white. Give me all your shit. Run them pockets, bro. You know, so it's like, it's a little triggering. I thought we're supposed to be brothers and shit. Oh, nah. I'm drinking grape drink though, man. I'm black. Yeah, it's not funny when I make fun of you. I'm not allowed to make fun of you, but you're allowed to make fun of me. Right? Because you're right. You're the cool guy. You're the one that's in charge. So you can make fun of me. But when I make fun of you, it's like, he's going nuts. He's going crazy. What's wrong with him? Like, you've been making fun of me for like 10 years. What's wrong with me? Then I say one thing to you. I say one thing. Oh my God. He's upsetting the order of the universe. You're supposed to be the one taking the shit. You're supposed to take the shit, not me. Yeah, exactly. I say one thing. After 10 years of getting crapped on, and it's like, oh my God, he's going nuts. He's going crazy. Bro, I got a pair of Air Force Ones. I'm black, man. Black. That's what makes you black, right? You got a pair of Air Force Ones, and I'm drinking grape drink. That's what I'm saying. I don't even smoke Newports. People be looking at me like, bro. They're like, you got a cigarette, man? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh. You smoke Marlboro? Like, yeah, I do. But then I switched to American Spirits, though. Because really a lot of that stuff is the other stuff that they put in. Like, if you watch that one movie, like The Insider or whatever, it's like, yeah, they put, like, bleach, ammonia, all this other type of, like, addictive, like, stuff in it. Plus, they put the chemicals in it that makes it burn evenly so it doesn't go out. Because, like, American Spirits, that's the thing, right? If it's just tobacco, it'll go out. Like, if you puff on it, like, a couple times, and then it'll burn down. And then, like, if you put it down, like, on the ashtray or whatever, it'll go out, right? But they put the chemicals in the cigarette so it keeps that's why it keeps burning, even when you when you just, like, put it down and put it in the ashtray. So then you're like, well, oh, it's burning, so I might as well just keep smoking it because, you know, it's burning. And you don't want to, like, waste your cigarette. No. I mean, I was never really, like, a chain smoker anyway, you know. I'm more of, like, an in-my-room smoker. You know, when I'm in my room, I'll smoke. And when I go to work, you know, I don't smoke. And then when I go out to the store, I don't have to bring my cigarettes with me. Because, like, I saw people, you know, excuse me. When I was working at Whole Foods, you know, some people, it's like they would get out in between getting out of their car and walking across the parking lot to get into the store, they were, like, lighting up a cigarette. And I'm like, you know, I mean, I like cigarettes. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't smoke them anymore. I'm on the vape now, but, you know, like a hint of mint Nat Sherman. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, you really can't. It's refreshing. It tastes great. You know. else to say now? That's pretty much covers what I was thinking about. I mean, if people have any other questions, I mean, you can message me privately or whatever. I'm not trying to like dox myself completely. Next thing you know, I have people showing up at my house and stuff, and I don't want that because obviously nobody's got my back. You know, people are like, oh, you should show your face. You should show yourself. I'm like, yeah. Oh, why? So all the people that hate me can just come and like I have no friends, and I have like millions of people that hate me. Oh yeah, trans people hate me, right? Like think about that, right? I literally had a trans person attack my channel, right? And I should dox myself though, right? Yeah, yeah. That sounds like a really good idea. Like people that telling you to dox yourself, they're trolls. They are trolls. If they're like, only a real person would show their face, you lose all credibility. It's like, oh yeah, right, okay. So when you want to pay for my security team, my 24/7 security team, then I'll dox myself, okay. But until then, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's revving up his bike. You know, that's my thing. Like, you know, I think I kind of skipped over that part. You know, that's like my criteria for donating to people. I basically look at, you know, how many people your content is helping. I mean, I don't even have to agree with you, but if I see that just like a lot of people are like, oh, this is changing my life, or this is helping me, and you're not talking about like, you know, going and like hurting people or anything like that, and you have a lot of free educational content, then I'm trying to donate. You know, I can't donate to everyone. I'm not like Mr. Moneybags or anything. I'm just a regular guy, but you know, like that's how I look at it. I'm not doing the like popularity contest thing. I'm like, if you have a bunch of educational stuff on your channel for free, then that's the type of person that I'm like looking to donate to. You know. Or like I try to help people out that got like kids and stuff like that too and stuff. You know, single dads. Because, you know, I know, everybody wants to like get stuff for the kids and stuff. But like, yeah, you know, that's basically what I've been doing. I'm just like out here like donating to people and stuff. And then people acting like I don't exist. I'm like, I see you checking the trolls. Like when somebody comes on your channel and trolls you, you like click on their thing and then you're like, oh, you only got like 3 subscribers and you don't have any videos on your channel. But then if I donate like $100 to you, like I'm supposed to believe that you didn't do that to my channel. You didn't click on my channel and check and see like how many subscribers I had and stuff. Like, come on, I'm not stupid. Right? And then you can't even like stop by real quick and just be like, cool video to like one of my videos. Like instead you're gonna act like I'm a freaking troll. You're gonna act like I'm the troll. Oh, you didn't show your face. You must be a troll. Oh, even though you sent me $200. Oh, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Okay, fine. It's like it's freaking ridiculous. All right. I'm donating to you because you're like, I'm sick. I'm dying. I can't sleep at night. I'm so depressed. If only I could function like a real boy, then I could like be like a billionaire or something. And then it's like, bro, I don't even agree with you. I'm sending you money. And then you're trolling me. You're trolling me. And I forgot about the debate. I forgot about it. It was years ago. I forgot about it. And I'm like, wait, you're still trolling me? Like, you're still trolling me. Still. You're probably doing it right now. I'm like the most important, unimportant person in MGTOW. Like, you're trolling me. Like, you got like 300,000 subscribers and you take time out of your day to troll me. Like, what does that mean? Like, how does that really look on you? Like, think about it. Like, you got 300,000 subscribers. You're trolling me. Get out of here. And all I did was donate money to you for 10 years and disagree with one thing that you said. And you can't get over it. You're like, you disagreed with me. Yeah, but I'm still sending you. I still respect you. Like, I'm still sending you money. Like, that you're supposed to get the message. Like, yeah, okay, I disagree with you. We're men. We're allowed to disagree, right? We can disagree and still be friends, right? or we can't. Like, we can't be friends and can't disagree with anything. Got to be like 100% on board, even with things that have obviously been proven false, like, COVID being like this super dangerous thing that was going to kill everybody. Yeah. And like, yeah. Oh, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm wrong, I admit it. I'm like, oh, look, I messed up on this. Like, Vention was like, hey, man, switch to vape. I was like, that's a good idea. And I switched to vape. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not taking any criticism. People are like, your videos suck. I was like, okay, let me go get Premiere Pro. Let me go get AI. Try to make the video. Oh, and then when I get AI, then people are like, oh, you're using AI. Oh, you're using AI. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what I do. You'll just come up with another reason why you don't like me. You're like, oh, do this. Oh, do that. Oh, do this. Oh, still don't like you. Try this. Oh, try that. Try this. Try that. Try this. Try that. Try this. Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to, shuck or jive? Should I shuck first or jive first? Or should I jive and then shuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're just playing games. You're the troll. You're trolling. You've become the troll. Oh, get good. Get good. It's like, I'm good. I'm not trying to be like arrogant or like, like a jerk or whatever, but it's like, I'm good. I'm doing work. Like, I look at other people's videos. They're doing they're just doing the one picture thumbnail thing. I mean, like if Coltane told me to get good, then I would be like, oh yeah, yes sir. Like, but it's like, you're doing like a thumbnail. You can't even edit your videos properly. Like, the parts where it's like you forgot to like edit out where you said the same thing twice. I'm live right now. Live. I don't got to edit the video at all. Right? Oh, but I got to get good. I got to get good. Get good. F you. That's what I'm saying, right? And then people trying to act like I'm not a real boy. Get out of here. Get out of here. You got freaking zombies on your page. The video didn't even come out yet. They're like, ooh, the video came out 20 seconds ago. And they're like, oh, this is going to be a classic. You think they really care about the video? How can you even, you don't know. You didn't watch the video yet. It was like, the video came out 30 seconds ago. And somebody's already in the comments like, oh, the best video ever. How could you even watched it? You couldn't have. You're just a zombie yes man. Right. I try to comment on people's videos. I don't expect them all to reply, every time. But, maybe once after like 10 years of donating to you and I'm leaving comments on your video when you make a 10-minute, 20-minute long video about a topic that you know nothing about, and then I leave a comment clarifying what a thought actually is, where the word came from, and then another person under my comment chimes in and adds even more additional information about what the word is, where it came from. No reply. You know, just pretend you don't exist. Oh, but men are invisible. The world treats men like they're invisible. They're all invisible. Yeah, you do too. Maybe that's where the women got it from. They're just copying you. I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from watching you, Dad. Think about it. It's true. Like, I was watching Dollar Vigilante the other day, and he was it's like, it's true. He's like, think about it. All the stuff that we were saying 10 years ago is what women are saying now. All the stuff that we were the ones that said it. We were the ones that were like, they only want the 1%. Now they're like, we only want the 1%. We were the ones that were like, they will dump you in a heartbeat and do OnlyFans and do this. Now they're all doing OnlyFans, and now they're dumping everybody in a heartbeat. And it's not like they weren't doing it before, but now we're the ones that made it socially acceptable to talk about it. We're the ones. And yeah, okay, look, MGTOW did great work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we defeated the PUAs. They're feminists. We exposed the PUAs. What I like to call a PUA is a sexy male feminist, because that's what a PUA is, right? They pretend like they're part of the red pill, right? But they're not. Because if you're a pickup artist, and I'm not saying a guy who wants to learn how to interact with women. There's a difference. You know, you want to find out from a more experienced guy how to interact. I'm talking about an actual pickup artist who's out there looking for pump and dump. He's just trying to learn the techniques to do pump and dump. You're a male feminist because you need abortion to be legal. You need women to have their own jobs so they can have their own houses, so when you dump them, they got some place to go to take the Uber back to, right? And, you know, you need all these other social structures that basically appease feminism. And your whole shtick is how to please women. The whole shtick is just how to please women, right? So we exposed the pickup artist, and then they had to switch over to the more like intentional dating type of thing and a more conservative attitude towards the whole thing, because we called them out on it, right? And then the like boomer conservatives were just like, look, man, you guys are like telling men to like run into the fire, and you won't even give them like a water balloon. You won't even give them a freaking water balloon. You're like, yo, just run right into that fire. And we're like, bro, like, there's nothing on the other side of that fire, you know? And it's just like, and then so the like boomer cons, they got mad. And they're like, oh, well, you're just not sending all these guys into the grinder. And it's like, yeah, no, don't go into the meat grinder. You know, don't. You know, if you're like a billionaire or whatever, you're one of these top 1% guys, go for it. But like regular guys, you know, and it's like the conservatives, they just won't offer anything to men. They're just, it's just more of this pull yourself up by your bootstrap stuff. And okay, people want solutions, right? People want to hear solutions. Okay. So the problem is, right, it's like we're in late stage capitalism. Look at Trump, right? He's like almost 80. In the old world, the old conservative world that you guys want to go back to, people didn't live that long. That's why people had like apprentices. So like, I'm not saying give up the stuff, but what I'm saying is you older guys that have all the stuff, you're the only ones that can create the opportunities for these young men. You know, you guys have all the stuff. You have all the resources. And unless you want everyone to start voting socialist and tax the rich, you're going to have to start giving up some of that stuff voluntarily to people that you choose, you know? And I'm not saying that everyone's doing this. Like, a lot of people are creating businesses, but it's not just businesses. Like young men just need opportunities. They need to get off of this, like, you need work experience and you don't have any work experience, like catch-22 thing. Like you just gotta, like, you guys that have the stuff, you gotta start giving guys opportunities. Because like these multinational corporations, we already know what they're about. We already know they don't want men. They don't want strong men. They don't want smart men that are independent thinkers. You know, they just want robots basically to program the other robots. And that's where we're at right now. So it's like if you have anything like, knowledge, anything like skills, it's not that's how it was before, where it's like, okay, I got these skills and I got to hide these skills and keep these skills away from everybody else because that's what's giving me value. But once the whole society's crumbling, there is no value in anything. So it's like that's all I'm saying. Like that's one solution, I think. It's not the only solution, you know. On the social side of things, I think that father's right to refusal needs to be returned. Like men need to start respecting father's right to refusal. This is not my idea. Like it's an old idea, and as far as in the manosphere, the first person I heard it from was ex Paladoc. He was going through it, and he was like, what happened to this? What happened to the dad just being able to say like, you can't date my daughter, and then the guy being like, okay, I respect that. I think that would also solve a lot of problems too, if we just had that where it's like, women have free will, but the dad can also be like, look, man, I'm respectfully asking you not to date my daughter. And then if men can just kind of respect that, that would also solve a lot of problems. And as far as the whole like BlackRock, multinational corporations buying up basically everything, I think like one possible solution to that could be that basically people would have to be forced to list their houses. Let me explain that a little bit more. Like, because it's like, okay, we got to counterbalance that it's a capitalist society, and people have the right to buy property and rent it out. You know, but there's a good faith version of it and there's a bad faith version of it. And I think in order to avoid the bad faith version of it, people are basically going to have to be forced to list their houses. Like specifically, I'm talking about like single family and multifamily homes in like urban and suburban areas, like high density urban and suburban areas, and possibly even rural areas where it's anywhere where it's residential. You know, like because I think any good faith landlord that's buying properties and they actually want to rent them out, if you say, okay, well, you have, on average, like let's say like 2 years to flip the house and get it back onto the market for rental. And then like maybe, changing that depending on the region, like say, for instance, like you're up in Alaska, and it's hard to get materials and stuff, then okay, maybe we'll extend it. Somewhere where it's super hot and it's hard to build, or super cold and snowing or flooding, extend it. But then in like high density urban areas, like close to cities, and in suburban areas, then you should like shorten the time. It's like, okay, well, if you're going to buy a single family house and it's not your primary or secondary residence, it's like a rental resident, a rental property, then maybe you only have 6 months. Maybe you have a year to flip it, and then you have to get it back onto the market. You can't, because that's what they're doing, right? They're sitting on these houses to like raise the value of all the other houses. So just make a law, and I think any good faith landlord won't have a problem with that, because they want to flip the house and get it back onto the market because they're good faith. Like they actually want to get the money, they want to get the profit, they want to get someone in the house. They're not just buying the house to raise the price of the other properties. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it still works for the good faith renter. And like I said, extenuating circumstances can always be like adjudicated like on a case by case basis. But just as a general rule, it would be like if you're buying a house, a rental property, then you have to put it back on the market. Basically, you have to put it up for rent. Like you can't just like, oh well, we'll just buy all these houses and just let them sit there and don't do anything and they never get rented out again. Like what BlackRock's doing. Like it's, I mean, I know I'm a libertarian, but we're playing this game right now. So, if we're going to use laws against everybody, we might as well use laws against the multinational corporations too. Why do they get a free pass? Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be playing this game. Okay. Heavy tank. I know I'm just kind of going off on a tangent here, but just want you to see where I'm at with everything. I'm still going MGTOW. Like, people like, oh, well, no. Like, no. It's like the conservatives or whatever, they just, they just don't get it. And then they're like, oh, well, why is society going down? It's like, because guys don't want stuff. Like, the boomers kind of like, because it was so easy for them to get into relationships that they never realized that was what it was, because they all had the stuff, because like all you had to do was just go to work at a regular job, and you'd get a house and a car and all that stuff, the stuff that women want, and you got to look at it from like a young guy's perspective, right? Like, imagine, you're just graduating like high school, or you're still in high school, and the amount of information that these guys have now. You can look at your SAT score and look at your IQ, and then look at the list of jobs. It's all this information available online. You can look at the list of the jobs for your IQ and the pay for people that have your IQ, and then you look and at like whatever podcast, and women are like quoting, 50% more money than you can literally ever earn. And they're like, oh, family starts at 100,000, and you're like, well, my IQ only gets me to like 60,000 per year, right? And you're like, okay, so women say I have to make 100,000 per year to have a family, and I'm just not going to hit that mark. So then all the other stuff becomes meaningless, like a nice car, a nice house, like you're like, okay, well, I'm going to have to work 5 times as hard as this other guy that already has the natural stuff, the natural IQ, whatever else, the stuff to get the stuff that women want, right? And so it's like, at a certain point, it's like, why even try? Got all these people crapping on you, telling you you're a loser, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, this, that, the third, And then on the other side, you're watching women, and they're like, look, we basically want to kill all of the men. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you guys act like we're crazy. Like, there's literally women online. Like, did you guys see that Isaac Butterfield video? The one that he did recently on male suicide? Like, what? First of all, it's crazy, because he's just like, does like regular YouTube, and the fact that he's coming out and talking about male suicide like that, it just shows you something, And then in the video, he was showing a TikTok video or whatever of some girl, and she was literally like, yeah, we're only going for the 1% now. All 99% of the rest of you, genocide, right? And no one says anything, right? So that's why the left is also losing people, right? You guys are worried about Gazan children, and look, anybody being killed or harmed is horrible, completely horrible. But come on, there's literally women in the United States that are just like advocating for the genocide of men. They're like, oh, you're genetically in, like, they sound more like Hitler than Nick Fuentes can ever try to accomplish. Like, seriously. They're like, women are online like, all these genetically inferior men need to be wiped off of the face of the planet. And no one says anything on the left. On the left. You left wing, you don't say a damn thing, right? You don't say a thing. And then you're like, what about the children in Gaza? The children in Gaza. And then you're like, you can't even have, and then you turn around to an American guy and you're like, you can't even have kids. No kids for you. No kids for you. But then we're supposed to cry for the children in Gaza? Are you kidding me? Right? And then you're like, oh, well, why won't these guys protect the women? Well, because they just told them they want to kill you. They just told you. They're like, oh, I hope you die. You're genetically inferior scum. No one says anything, right? They're over here calling us rapists and all this and that, right? Destiny's actually raping people. No one says a damn thing. On the left. Haven't heard a word about it. FD Signifier, where are you at? Like, seriously. Destiny's raping people. Not a word. Not, shh. What about the kids in Gaza? What about the kids in Gaza? Bro. Look. You know, I'm not down with that either. Like, for real. But, come on. You're going to say that and then turn around and tell an American guy, oh, you're not worth even existing, bro. Why? Because we're not communist? Seriously. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, seriously. You're over here, oh, Andrew Tate's making money with women online. He's a rapist. Meanwhile, Destiny's actually raping people. Raping minors. Minors. Not a word. Get out of here. It's just like, you're done. You're done. If you guys didn't have the socialist thing going for you, you guys would be done. Like, where are you? Why is Destiny even still there? Why is he still there? Like, that's your whole thing. That's your guys' whole thing. It's like everybody's a fucking rapist and oh my God. And he's actually raping people. You actually have an actual rapist in your hands and then you don't do anything about it. Nothing. You do nothing. You're just hoping that enough people get so poor that all they want to do is vote for socialism. And then you can lecture them about white supremacy and male supremacy and the patriarchy, and then you'll put them in a gulag too. You're just like banking on the fact that nobody even remembers the Holodomor. People are like, oh, what about the Holocaust? What about the Holocaust? What about the Holodomor? What about it? Yeah, crickets. Crickets. Look, seriously, I forgot about the game, yeah. Forgot about the game. I'm just sitting here drinking grape drink. Grape drink. Shoot him. Look, let me calm down before I get in trouble for real. Before I really get in trouble. Like, I can't get in any more trouble. Like, seriously, like, I've been watching these feminist videos. Like, I'm not playing. You got women out here talking about we need to get rid of all these genetically inferior males. What? Who does that? And then you're like calling us Nazis. Like the whole Hindenburg thing, it was because it crashed in New Jersey. That was the whole joke of it. It was because it crashed in New Jersey. Didn't have anything to do with Nazis. It was a New Jersey joke. I guess I should have did Lindbergh's baby. Come on, GBs. Damn. Like seriously, I can't get over that Destiny shit. Just like, come on. Like that's all you guys talk about. Oh, men are all rapists. Men are all rapists, and they're gonna rape you. And freaking taking a woman out on a date is rape now. Taking a woman out on a date and paying for the date is rape. But then what Destiny did, it's like, oh, he's still our champion. All right, I'm telling you, if you guys didn't have the whole like socialism thing, like, oh, we're gonna give you free money, it would be over. It would freaking be over. What about the kids in Gaza? Bro, have you been to Gaza? like, like seriously, like, have you been? Because like, why don't you just go there and help them? Like seriously, like just get a freaking Ryanair flight over to Gaza, you know, sign up for because I know people that did that. Like when I was in college, I know people they had to be escorted out of Israel because they were like, oh, and there was like some skirmishes or whatever, you know, like in like it was like in like 2000, and they were like they were there, they were doing first aid and all that stuff, like for real, for real. You know, even I think one of the girls got hurt or something like that. Even like they were really doing. They weren't just like saying it. Oh yeah, what about the kids in Gaza? Like they were actually there. And like you got to think about it, you guys got all these super chat money, all this super chat money and stuff. You could easily just jump on a plane, buy some medical supplies, your damn self, and go and help them kids, right? But no, but you want us to, you want to make us feel bad, like make us feel bad because we're living our lives. Oh, we're just living our lives here in America, trying to make it day to day. What about the kids in Gaza? And look, man, any child being harmed is the devil. it's the worst thing on earth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's people in America that are having problems right now. A lot of people, you know. And then the motivation for men, it's like, look, you're like, well, look, men, you know, you're genetically inferior and we don't want you to go into the future because you're horrible. You're horrible, you're rapist. You want to take us out on a date and pay for it? Rapist. Right? What we want to do is we want to bring the cucklord Destiny as our champion. And then all future males will just basically be like cucks. And we don't have to worry about the patriarchy anymore. It's evolution. But then what are you going to do when the aliens come? The aliens are going to whoop all your asses. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need a couple space marines. Alright, I'm going to try and take out the treads first this time. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't even know if I'm still streaming, honestly. Guess I am still streaming. Right. See, I'm not crazy. I can just calm down. It's just like, what's the point of it? It's more entertaining when you just go crazy, right? When you just start walling out. Maybe I should rape a couple people and I can step up like Destiny. Right? Just a couple people. Just a couple, not too many. Is that a bad joke? Negative. That's how you get in the spotlight, right? Just rape a couple people, but you gotta vote Democrat. As long as you vote Democrat, you can rape whoever you want. Okay. That's a mess. That's that. was saying, this will get like 1 view. Yeah, that's kind of how it is though when you get shadow banned. It's kind of like similar to being like a regular guy now. It's like, oh, it's kind of not worth it. I could make a video, but it's not really worth it because I'm gonna get like 1 view. Yeah. And there really is no like objective way to judge if a video is good or not. It's just like, I mean, it's like, come on. It's like cat videos got like 10 million views, and then you'll watch like a Isaac Arthur video, and I mean, he usually gets a couple thousand views per video, but you know what I mean. It's like, I mean, who's really doing the work, the cat or as Isaac Arthur? People are gonna watch this video and be like, "Oh, you're nuts, man. You're completely insane." No GBs. Alright, I'm gonna have to reevaluate that. But so I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna cut it off here and guess have a good day. And do whatever you're doing. Alright, peace.